Well, he's ugly as sin, got no chin, and he's bald in the back now. He's bald in the back now. You listen to him talk, and it's obvious he don't know jack now. He don't know jack now. If you didn't know better, you'd swear that he was smoking crack now. But we'll have fun on Facebook. Now it's Friday with Frank. Fun on Facebook. Now it's Friday with Frank.
Hi everybody, Frank here. It's Friday, I'm Frank. This is Facebook. Put that 2 and 2 together. Friday, Frank, Facebook. What do you got? It's Friday with Frank, and we have got to move today. We're going back to basics. We've had some glitz at the beginning. We'll have some more at the end, but for the next 6 minutes and 10 seconds, we are gonna have classic Friday with Frank. Old school. Short introduction. 3 segments, ukulele close, and we're out of here. So let's move. That was the short introduction. So let's get on to our first segment here. Welcome aboard, one of our favorite segments. We wish a hearty Friday with Frank. Welcome aboard to a great find, a great addition to the Friday with Frank family, Dave Doc Locke. Ooh, pushing buttons here like a maniac. So Dave is a technical genius. He's from my old days in the United States Navy, with audio, visual techniques, a genius. And that's one of the things that I love about Friday with Frank is bringing people together from various segments of my life. Dave from the United States Navy, for instance. You will recall a previous friend of the week from Franconia College, the Big Chucker. Now, Dave and Chuck don't know each other, but they're going to find that they have something in common, which is that they hate the technical stuff on Friday with Frank for different reasons. Chuck Nyron, the Big Chucker, hates it because it seems to have lost all the cruddy grittiness that it had before. What Dave Locke is going to hate about Friday with Frank, and this is his first time watching it, is I've poured so much equipment and gear, and Dave, I'm using, believe it or not, Pro Tools, running, and Chuck knows about Mackie mixers. I got Pro Tools running through a Mackie mixer through an expensive condenser microphone. All this audio and visual chain of things, and where does it go? All this expensive stuff goes into Facebook. In the end, this is like going to a French restaurant and ordering the pâté de foie gras and having the chef bring it out and pouring ketchup on it, walking to the men's room and dumping the whole thing down the toilet. Strange analogy, but that's just how it is here. And I like to bring people together because on Friday with Frank, all friends are equal. We're all friends standing side by side, marching down life's highway. We are moving, and we got to move here. As we march together, we don't all think the same way. I don't like to get into too much political stuff here on Friday with Frank, but just remember that I do have friends who are conservatives. Quite a few. Many of my friends are from the United States Navy, or as is sometimes known, the Republican Party in Dixie Cup hats. And so I want to offer to my conservative friends segment number 2. The conservative challenge. Can you do this, my friends? I trust my conservative friends as much as anybody, but can you do this? Can you leave party stuff aside, and can you tell the truth? Can you say, I'm a conservative, but I'll admit Sarah Palin is an airhead? Can you post that here? Can you, as a comment, can you actually do that? With a period at the end. No, I'm a conservative, but I'll admit Sarah Palin is an airhead. Although I think she has things that the American people need to hear, but Obama is a loser and look what he's doing. Is there a conservative who's honest enough, who loves America enough to tell the truth and say, I'm a conservative, but I'll admit Sarah Palin is an airhead? If there's anyone who can do this, and boy, is time moving here. If somebody can do this, I promise that I will come on Facebook and say Barack Obama is a socialist who was born in Kenya and hates white people. I want there to be something in it for you, not just telling the truth and being honest. We are just about out of time already. It's amazing, friends. Pop quiz, segment number 3. Pop quiz, caught you by surprise. True or false? Want to make sure you're paying attention. Facebook cuts are coming soon. If you want to stay, friend. 3 questions. Number 1, true or false? Friend of the week is Sarah Palin. Question number 2, true or false? The Big Chucker was born in Kenya. Question number 3, true or false? Dave Locke is a French chef. Grade this on the honor system and let me know how you do, because I want to keep you as my friends. It's time to go. We're out of time here, because we ain't got a barrel of money. Clothes may be ragged and funny, but we're rolling along, singing a song, side by side. It's Friday with Frank.
It's going rotten, you feel forgotten. Your life's depressing, dismal and dank. You need a fun guy, that number 1 guy. Hooray, it's Friday with Frank. It's like a roller coaster, Disneyland and Barnum and Bailey, especially when he is singing and playing the ukulele. At last it's Friday, fantastic Friday. And even though the weeks stank, hooray, it's Friday with Frank. It's going rotten, you feel forgotten. Your life's depressing, dismal and dank. You need a fun guy, that number 1 guy. Hooray, it's Friday with Frank. It's like a roller coaster, Disneyland and Barnum and Bailey, especially when he is singing and playing the ukulele. At last it's Friday, fantastic Friday. And even though the weeks stank, hooray, it's Friday with Frank.